Hi guys, my name is Alana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mental Health with Alana. If you're new here, please press the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and press the bell notification. My channel is dedicated to chronic illness, mental health, vlogs and beauty. So if you like some of that content, and I also do singing covers occasionally, then please subscribe. If you'd like to go follow my Instagram, I've got a mental health Instagram up here, which I'll show on the screen. And I post regularly on my stories and do longer kind of detailed mental health updates and stuff on my life, and also just show other photos and things like that. So go check that out. I've also got a new thing on my YouTube channel. I've got a members subscription. I will be putting a video up this week, so if you would like to gain access to that extra video, you can do that. I've also got a Patreon which I've just started, and I will be also filming a separate video for that this week as well. So if you want to go check the Patreon out and my YouTube membership, I'll have the links down below in my link tree. Go check it out, and yeah, I hope you join and you get access to bonus content, behind the scenes stuff and videos that aren't going up on my regular channel. So for today's video, I've been requested to talk about support workers and how I got them, what it's like having them, and just all that kind of details. So the way that I got support workers is through NDIS, which is an Australian National Disability Insurance Scheme. It is basically where the government will, if you meet certain criteria of a mental or, well, a disability, but it has to be within a strict criteria, excuse me, within a strict criteria, you can apply for NDIS and the government will give you a package deal of money that will be a span across a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. So my first plan was 1 year, and it was a really good plan. I didn't get a lot of funding, but I still had enough to use. Now, they give you funding for different areas. I've made a video on what NDIS is, so I'm not going to go into detail about that in this video. I will link it in the iCard because I have already talked about NDIS and explained the whole thing. But basically, part of it is having access to support workers. Now, support workers, you could either get them through a company or you can get them privately, so you can employ them privately. Now, I went through private because you get to pick who you want and you get to interview them and talk to them and see if they're the right fit for you. And if you go through a company, you could be getting any person. Often they don't do proper checks on the people. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad things that have happened through companies and it's just not as great. So I preferred not to do that. Also, having private support workers means that you really get to build a bond and relationship with them, and they basically have become like my really close friends. And you know, like they've come to my birthday party and stuff like that. And you know, we go out for coffee together as part of my support work hours. So the thing is with me is that I used to do up to 20 hours a week with my support workers, so I have 2 support workers. And recently my plan got changed by the NDIS and they've cut my hours back to 10 hours a week, no, 11 hours a week. Now the 11th hour has to be used for mileage, which is travel expenses. So I only get 10 hours of support now. So I've had to cut off 2 days of support, which I am not doing well with. I'm not in a great place right now mentally and with my disabilities, and I really need the extra support. So we have asked NDIS, we sent an email asking for a review of the plan and the decision and saying that we're not happy with it, and we got to provide supporting evidence and documents and reports from multiple medical professionals stating why I need the extra hours and the extra funding, because they also cut my funding in a lot of other areas, and that has to last me for 3 years. But going back to support workers, So what do support workers do? Well, support workers do a range of things. Support workers do things like personal care. They can bath you, wash your hair, help you get in and out of the shower. If you use a hoist, if you're in a wheelchair, they can push you or they can assist you. Like with me, I have an electric wheelchair, so they help me get in and out of the car. They help carry things when I go shopping, lift things that I'm not able to lift, help me clean my house or my room. They also help me with doing my hair because I'm too fatigued to brush it, and like I wash it myself, but I'm too fatigued to brush it and dry it or straighten it or whatever I want to do with it. So they help me do that. They also assist in cooking, so meal prep, helping me cook. They help with filling out stuff for NDIS, going to appointments. They drive me to and from appointments, sit in with me with my appointments. They also take me out to social activities. So for instance, me and my support worker Emily, who was on the Magnetic Island vlog, if you've seen that over on my channel, her and I are going to go out one Friday night and have drinks and go bowling or do something like that. So that's something that they can do with you, like activities. We go for walks all the time. Exercise, we go to the gym. We honestly do a large range of things. Support workers can do almost anything, honestly. Obviously there are like boundaries to what they can and can't do, but basically whatever you need because of your disability, they can do. Now, I don't know how you would get support workers without NDIS. I've never heard of anyone getting support workers without NDIS. Maybe you could pay somebody out of your own pocket privately, but that would rack up money pretty quick because it's quite expensive. And I don't even know if that's a thing. So basically, to get a support worker, you need NDIS funding. And then it depends on how much funding you have in that category to decide how many hours you get. So yeah, this is for Australia, so this is across Australia and all states. NDIS covers everywhere. I'm not sure about other countries, so if you live in a different country, I don't know how it works when it comes to getting support workers or what you would do. You would have to research that yourself and find out, or maybe you have a similar thing like NDIS in your country. I'm not sure, but yeah, basically that's what they do. My support worker's here right now. She's just out in the living room talking with my sister while I'm filming this video. And yeah, they're a really big help. I'm very grateful for them. They have changed my life and they're such good friends and supports for me, and they become part of the family. And yeah, they'll probably be on more vlogs, especially Emily, because she loves being on the vlogs and stuff like that. So you'll probably see more of her. Other support worker Shani probably doesn't want to be on camera, but that's fine. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this was helpful and that it answered your questions. I did get a couple questions, so I tried to answer all of them, of what they do and everything like that, because I did get some questions on my Instagram and on my YouTube channel. So, because I did talk about my support workers a lot because they are very involved in my life. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, make sure you check out my membership option and also my Patreon, and subscribe, like, and go to my Instagram. And I hope to see you in my next video.